We Rock That Hip Hop is an unusual track for Tupac Scholar to review because it's a track that doesn't actually feature Tupac. A bunch of Puc's regular One Nation collaborators appear on the song, Young Noble and EDI Mean from the Outlawz, as well as Capital LS, Greg Nice, Asu and Kurupt to be precise. But no Tupac. So where is he? Before I attempt to answer that question, a bit of context. We Rock That Hip Hop is quite unique amongst the One Nation tracks, in that a high quality version only leaked fairly recently. The oldest upload of the song on YouTube was in 2021, suggesting the track only surfaced in high quality about 3 years ago. Probably because of this, there is hardly any information about the song available online, and even the lyrics haven't been transcribed on genius.com or similar lyric sites. Therefore, I'm having to do a fair bit of speculation in my review of this track, but I'll give it my best shot. Now back to the question, where is Tupac? Well, I read there could be several reasons for his absence. One could be that the song was recorded as a cypher or freestyle session. I don't think this is the case because in my opinion, the song sounds too polished and professional to be a freestyle. And essentially the same question remains. Why didn't Puck get in on the cypher? Another reason is that it was intended for the soundtrack album for Gang Related, a movie Tupac co-starred in alongside Jim Belushi, but it didn't make the final cut. But in my opinion, the East Coast flavour of We Rock That Hip Hop doesn't fit with the tone of the Gang Related soundtrack, which is a strong West Coast sound, so I don't think this is the case either. Yet another reason for Puck's absence could be that We Rock That Hip Hop was intended for the One Nation album, but the song is unfinished and Puck simply didn't get a chance to record his verse for it. This interpretation would explain why Capital LS, Greg Nice and Asu appear on the track, and it means that Edie's reference to One Nation at the 2-minute 17-second mark makes sense. However, the fourth possible reason is the one that I think is most likely. That is, the track changed from being a Tupac song to an Outlawz song, probably for their debut album, which Tupac was teasing to be released soon. We know from Tupac's early handwritten One Nation track lists that he did originally intend for We Rock That Hip Hop to appear on his album, but it doesn't feature on the last version of the One Nation track list he wrote, providing evidence that he perhaps decided to give the song to the Outlawz instead. In my opinion, this is the most likely scenario. However, I think it was a questionable decision for several reasons. Firstly, only 2 of the Outlawz appear, Noble and EDI. With so many members of the group, 9 if we include Big Syke and Mopreme, it would be unwise to give up valuable album time to guest rappers. Instead, the Outlawz could have better used their album to showcase the group's skills, perhaps reserving room for only a few guest appearances. Additionally, We Rock That Hip Hop features 3 guests, Capital LS, Greg Nice and Asu, who were all over Tupac's One Nation album. If they were also appearing on the Outlawz album, this could blur the line between the 2 projects and cause confusion among listeners. Bottom line, I think We Rock That Hip Hop was intended to be an Outlawz song, but I don't think it should have been. Whatever the reason for his absence, what a pity that Puck doesn't appear on this song because it's really good. It's unclear who produced the track, but I suspect it was Greg Nice. It sounds to me like his production, with a New York style boom bap beat and what sounds like a sample of an old school accordion played at the chorus. Edie also gives a clue Greg Nice could be the producer when he raps, "Greg Niels, make it happen so we can pay these bills, rocking the hip hop for real." The lyrics aren't violent or combative, and instead everyone is just having fun, focusing on their lyrical prowess and trying to outdo each other on the mic. If you listen at the 1 minute mark, it even sounds like Capital LS is doing an impression of Tupac. I can't decipher what LS is saying in those 2 lines, but his emphasis on the final word of each line and his exaggeration of the E sound, drawn out and sung from deep within the chest, sounds a lot like Tupac's delivery in his Machiavelli era. For example, compare Tupac's lyrics in the chorus of Hail Mary when he raps, "Come with me, Hail Mary, run quick see." It sounds very similar. Was LS doing an impression of Puck here? Or was Puck perhaps inspired by LS to rap like this? It's an interesting question to ponder. Because of Puck's absence, there is no remix version of this song on any of the posthumous albums, and the original was not included on the 2010 bootleg One Nation album, meaning it is completely unreleased in any form. And there's not much more to say about this track. It's a bit of an oddity amongst the songs in the One Nation track list, but an enjoyable oddity. If you've not heard We Rock That Hip Hop yet, give it a listen, link in the description below, then drop me a comment to let me know what you think.